What's going on, everyone? It's Azora Hype here. I'm super pumped to be with you today. We got our live stream going. It's been a little while. It's been a few days since we had our last one. And today I'm super excited that we're going to be chatting about Game of Thrones Season 8 filming updates. We're going to make some Game of Thrones Season 8 predictions. And we're going to talk about Con of Thrones. They added some absolutely massive guests. So it's going to be a really, really fun live stream today. And yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to get hype. We're going to talk about a few different things. We're going to talk about all those filming updates that have been jumping around. We'll talk Game of Thrones Season 8 predictions, especially for Arya and Gendry. I want to talk a little bit about them today. And I also want to talk about Con of Thrones. Some big news there as well. All right, we got some people in the chat. We got Nancy. She was first today. What's up, Nancy? We got Katrin. Woohoo! What's going on, Katrin? Sammy Sam. We got Kyle Dubs. We got Tina Sarah. What's going on? We got Nicola. We got Papa Tab. Welcome to the Patreon family, Papa. Thank you so much for your pledge. Really, really appreciate that. Gruddy, what's going on? The Prince That Wasn't Promised, who was the winner of the secret Patreon giveaway. Really, really awesome. Joseph won the Iron Faceless Men coin. I surprised all my patrons. We did a giveaway. They didn't even know about it. Gotta drop some hype, you know. Got to do that. We got Karen, we got Kelly, we got Polly Esther, we got Helen in the chat, and I'm sure some more of you are going to be joining as well. I got my new bomber jacket in the mail. I'm pretty excited about this, and I'm feeling pretty sharp today. I've lost 10 pounds, not just 5 pounds. I've lost 10 pounds. I'm feeling great. The diet, I feel like I finally adjusted to the new diet. I'm feeling like I got some more energy, so that means more videos for the channel and more hype, everyone. So let's hang out and let's have a blast today. So there's been a lot. Let's start off. There's been a lot of filming updates lately. And for those of you who don't want to talk about some of the filming updates, we are going to talk about this on stream today. I have done a couple of videos this week talking about a new character named Martha that got cast. I'm not sure if that's her actual name in Game of Thrones Season 8, but she will be cast. She's between 8 and 10 years old. Her name is Bronte Carmichael. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And then there's some more filming as far as battles go. There's not huge spoilers, but there's certainly some things that are starting to happen with filming, especially the green screen at Meg Harrimore and Corey, the big green screen that they're filming for these big battles and these big scenes in Game of Thrones Season 8. So that's really exciting. Show that booty. Helen, you got to start that donation train if you want to see that booty. You know what? I'll tell you what. Helen, you're already on the wall of hype. I updated the wall of hype. If you start the donation train, I will shake that booty just a little bit. Just a little bit if you start that donation train today. Hey, what's up, Pablo from Bolivia? By the way, everyone tell me where you're from in chat. Let me know where you're from. And then we'll kind of know where everyone is hanging out from. Because I know there's a bunch of you that are in the US, some of you in UK, some of you are in Europe, but people are from all over the place. Yeah, Prince That Wasn't Promised. No, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. I figured I need to start doing giveaways for the patrons. We're up to 116 now, a little bit down from the 120 that we were at the end of the month, but still super happy with the progress. And obviously, we're getting closer and closer to that goal of going full-time on YouTube. So that's I really love that. We got Finland, we got Hungary, we got Long Island, we got Ohio. Make that booty work. 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 Make that booty. Okay, Karen, you want to nominate someone to go on the wall of hype? It is updated. It's nice and clean. I cleaned it up. And it's 46 days until I get to Dallas, everyone. So let me know who you want me to put on the wall of hype, and we'll do that for you. Kansas City, okay. You're not late, Mia. No. UK for Sammy, St. Louis for Nancy, Austin, Texas for Christina. Then you're going to Con of Thrones, hopefully. The Netherlands for Micah, okay. Denver, yeah. I love how you're always spamming the shades emoji, polyester. I love that. Westeros, Sweden, okay. What's up, Scott? Shout out to my Missouri peeps that I'm seeing. You wanna nominate someone in the chat for the wall of hype, Karen, and we'll put someone on there. Hey, Papa, man, honestly, you know what? Let's do the announce. Should I wait for the announce? We'll wait till some more people are in here. We'll wait till we get to some more people in the chat, because I know some more people are going to want to hear this as well. But yeah, I'm really excited. Super amazing news for Con of Thrones people. Like, The stuff that we're going to be able to film and get for you guys, it's going to be nice. But how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like Maester Pycelle after, you know, he was having a good time, you know, when he's all spry and stuff. Karen, let me know who you want to put on the wall of hype. I'm going to make that booty work. Hey, what's up, Eduardo? Living life and feeling good. Yeah. Nominate someone from the chat, Karen, and then we'll keep it going. But so anyways, we'll get into some Con of Thrones stuff after, because it's just absolutely amazing, the stuff. I'm going to talk about Con of Thrones after, but we will talk about That's a weird comparison. I don't feel, well, the thing is, Kyle, is kind of, I got like an old, I feel like I've had an old body for a while. You know what I mean? I felt like Maester Pycelle, but now I'm feeling like, you know, John after he gets out of the lake, after he starts killing some whites and stuff. Hey, what's up, William? Make Jin great again. Helen's already on the wall of hype, though. He's already on the wall of hype. I guess I have to pick out someone myself. So let's scroll up here. Let's see if we can put on the wall of hype. You know what? Papa Tab joined Patreon yesterday. He made a pledge. We're going to do that. We're going to put him on the wall of hype. Oh, looking nice and clean. See, I cleaned this wall of hype, everyone. So for the Patreon side, we got Emilio, Karen, Nancy T. We got Livia, Merritt, and Catherine. And then we got Katrin over on the donation side. Carol. We got Miss Gibb, Helen. We got Carrie, we have Preston, and then we have the prince that wasn't promised. So I'm going to go put Papa Tab up on that wall of hype. Oh, make that booty work. Hey, make that booty work. Make that booty work. Hey. All right, so let's put Papa Tab up on here. Papa Tab, you are now on the wall of hype, my friends. All right. We're getting hype in the chat here. We lost some viewers after my dancing. That's okay, though. If you don't like the dancing, get out. No, just kidding. So let's chat some Game of Thrones. There's a lot to chat about. We need more cursive in our lives. Yeah, I know. It's hard. It's hard. Like I have pretty good writing, but it's still hard to get it nice and clean. So there's been a lot of news in the Game of Thrones world. We're going to talk a little bit about this new character first. Pretty interesting stuff. They said that she was going to have a very interesting role in Game of Thrones season 8. Her name is Martha, and she's going to be a Northern girl. And basically, what they were saying is this girl, she's dauntless, fearless, and she's honorable. So she's going to have a pretty big role in Game of Thrones season 8. Now, we already got the Lyanna Mormont speech when she stood up for Jon, and now it's huge, right? Like, Lord Glover, I don't need your permission to defend the North and all of that. And she really went out of her way to defend Jon. Now, Wyla Manderly was someone in the books in A Dance with Dragons when Davos is in court with them, when he's basically saying that he wants to avenge Robb for the Red Wedding. And you know, she stands up and she's the one who kind of delivers that speech, right? So Lyanna Mormont does get that Wyla Manderly part. So it's really interesting. I'm thinking that since Daenerys is going to be coming in the court of Winterfell, and we heard Bronn John Royce and others say you can't trust the Targaryen, I think we're going to have a similar situation again where people are trying to undermine Jon. Littlefinger isn't there anymore, but there's going to be a divide amongst the people, the Northern Lords and the people of the North. And I think this is going to be a second Lyanna Mormont character. And I think she's going to stand up and be like, hey, you know, the Starks, literally, they saved us. They saved our people when we had no home, and we were trekking across the country, and we, like, you know, like the Manderlys got saved by the Starks. And this was a pact they made 1,000 years with the Starks before the conquest of Aegon Targaryen. So they had this agreement with the Starks, and they had pledged that they would be Stark men. And she says that. So I'm just going to screen cap this for you people so you guys can check it out and see you. Oh my God. We got a huge donation from Chris. My goodness. Hey, not going to make it today. Please jump on this donation train. Kyle has less than 2 months until Con of Thrones and needs all of our help to pay those expenses. Also, make a donation on the GoFundMe link below. Everyone enjoy. Thank you so much, Crips. I really appreciate that. Do you want to donate? You want to nominate someone to go on the Wall of Hype? Because I know you've been on there twice already. So, Crips, you let me know who you want to go on the Wall of Hype, and we'll get someone on there. Thank you so much. That's really appreciated. That's going straight to the hotel expenses for me. Hotel flights are lots of money. So, but I'm going to screen cap this just until Crips of Winterfell nominates someone to go on the Wall of Hype. And then we're going to take a look at this actress. And this article was from Luca from Watchers on the Wall, who is going to be hanging out with us at Con of Thrones. We're going to try to get an interview with him. He's got a lot of really nice insights into, especially the news portions of a Game of Thrones. He's got he's the one writing all those articles about the green screens and stuff like that. So I'm just going to show a picture with you guys. Some people think that it might be another character. Some people it might be a flashback to another character or something. But this is who she is. Her name is Bronte Carmichael. And there's, some people are saying that she's going to be part of Last Hearth or Carhold when the Night King is definitely going to be attacking the North. We've got to remember that, right? And so it's going to be really interesting to see because, like it says, is right here, she has a very nice standout part, and she's going to be in the scenes, especially the ones that are directed by Miguel Sapochnik. So Miguel is going to be directing number 5 and number 3. So I'm assuming that we get like a battle in Winterfell in number 3, and then maybe episode number 5 is when the final battle with the Night King goes down, and then episode 6 is when they deal with King's Landing and Cersei and all that kind of stuff. But here's what it says. The part is said to be a very nice standout part. She's northern accented, straight talking, dauntless, honorable, fearless, and from a family of soldiers. So it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of character she's going to be playing in Game of Thrones Season 8. Really exciting stuff. I hope we get another Lyanna Mormont type character. Did Crips nominate someone yet for the Wall of Hype? He looks like a ghost girl. Another Lyanna type character. Yeah, I mean, it could be I could be overstating it. You know what I mean? Have Katrin nominate someone? Okay, cool. Thanks, Crips. Really appreciate that. All right. Well, Katrin, you get to nominate someone now. So. Hey, Olivia, nice to see you. You get to nominate someone. Yeah, but she's a very pretty girl. She's going to have a standout part. And I think that, since Lyanna Mormont had such a strong reaction with the Game of Thrones fans, some people didn't like it. Some people felt it was forced, this whole woman power thing. I absolutely loved the character of Lyanna Mormont, the one they were doing in the show especially. So I think that, I'm really excited personally for that. And thank you so much, Crips. Really, really appreciate that, man. Marshall in the Bible was one of the witnesses to the resurrection of Lazarus. I wonder if they'll tie that in. That's very interesting. Also, apparently, it's another form of the name Katrina or Katharina in that region of the world. So it'll be really interesting. She could be a daughter of Jorah, maybe someone didn't know about. You refused the call, man. That Lyanna Mormont scene was absolutely one of my favorites, and I think the interesting thing too is we might have interaction with Arya and Lyanna in season 8, and Arya could be taking on this mentorship role because Jon did say he wanted to train all of the people in the North, including the children. Another person that this character could be Martha Glover. Remember how Lord Glover said, "You would put a spear in my granddaughter's hand"? That could be another one too, because like I said, that point of contention in the North, we don't necessarily know who's going to disagree that the Targaryens are coming. We know that they're disagreeing that Jon even wanted to go south. So, if they're going to have a problem with that, they're definitely going to have a problem with bending the knee towards Daenerys, because they just bent the knee to Jon, and they're like, "You just got back, and you're going to make us bend the knee to a Targaryen." So that's going to be really interesting to see kind of where they go with that. Scott, I will go through the ones we're going to talk about. I just want to be really careful in chat. I'm not trying to spoil too much the way I talk about them. I don't reveal as much as information as some of the stuff you might get in these other videos and whatnot. So, Scott, we are going to talk about some of it, but we're going to be a little bit more careful in chat. So I'm going to talk about some of these set photos. Yeah, we are going to talk about some of that today. Your hype broke my MacBook. Sorry about that. Really, really sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, so this character is going to be an interesting one, and we haven't got a lot of casting news as far as like new characters going in Game of Thrones season 8. We know those characters are going to be reduced because there's going to be this huge battle. Like they're wrapping up everything for Game of Thrones. Like this is the last season, right? So characters are going to be dying, and for them to cast new characters, we're not getting a lot of that kind of information. So it's like, so yeah. But yeah, Scott, we're gonna talk about the next. We're gonna go over all the new Watchers on the Wall articles. But yeah, it would be awesome if it was Martha Glover. That name kind of sounds pretty sweet, right? Martha Glover sounds northern. I think that would be interesting because she could be, and the funny thing is like Lord Glover didn't want a spear in his granddaughter's hand, and like maybe she saw Lyanna speak up like that, or she's like looking up to Lyanna, and Lyanna's taking Lord Glover's like she's training with Lord Glover's granddaughter, something like that. We can see that, or like I said, the Manderleys, they were saved by the Starks, like 1,500 years ago or 1,300 years ago ish. Because they didn't have a home, and the Starks took them in and gave them land and everything. So that could be Wyla Manderley, another situation where someone the kids are speaking up, and we kind of see that it's really interesting. It's a really interesting narrative too, because we see this with the school shootings in the U.S. I'm sorry to bring that up. I know it's a sensitive point for a lot of people, but this kind of thing that kids shouldn't have a voice is completely absurd. Like they're some of the most creative and thoughtful people in the world, and when we think this like maturity is so ageist, right? Like we see Lyanna Mormont is more mature than some of the characters that are 40 and 50 years old within Game of Thrones. So it would be really, really interesting if we see that kind of dynamic in Game of Thrones season 8. Martha Manderley could be Martha Glover. Could be someone completely different. It could be an Umber or something like that too. Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking too. It's like I think this girl is going to be either like trained by Arya, because they're going to train all the children and whatnot. Because I mean, literally, the army of the dead's so massive. They're going to have to be like, listen, if like all the adults die, what are the children going to do? Are they just going to stand there and get turned by the Night King? Like if I was a kid, you know what I mean? Like I got taught, like if someone came in the house, like, hey, defend yourself. Like even my parents say, hey, if there's a bully at school, someone's going to hit you, you fight back. You know what I mean? And I love that narrative. Could be a Karstark maybe too. Kyle, we're going to talk about a lot of interesting things while you're gone. Did Katrin nominate someone for the Wall of Hype, or am I going to just have to pick someone? Who should we put on the Wall of Hype? I mean, we just put up Papa Tab. He's a new member of the Patreon family. He pledged $10. Thank you so much for that. Who else should we put up on there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spots in the Wall of Hype right now. So yeah. Well, like some people are saying that this is going to be Jon and Daenerys' daughter. I don't know. It could be. Mia Ice and Fire. Mia Ice and Fire is going on the Wall of Hype. Let's do it. All right. Oh, I'm knocking stuff around. All right, Mia. We're going to put you on the Wall of Hype. And we'll put Ice and Fire. There we go. Another addition to the Wall of Hype, Mia. All right, let's put this back up there. Whoa. Sorry, everyone. I know that's kind of jarring when I do that. But let's get these back on. Got this new memory foam bed/couch in here. It's been super, super comfy. Love it. All right, let's adjust this. All right. Phone's still not... Yeah, you could donate odd now. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work on iPhones, Helen. Yeah, I'll put you on the wall of hype, Mia. Hell yeah. So let's get some more. So we're gonna drop that subject. We're gonna move to some other ones because there's some more really interesting news that we can talk about. So really interesting. I think this character could be Wyla Manderly as Martha Manderly. It could just be a code name, and it could actually be Wyla. It could also be Martha Glover, or it could be someone completely different. But I think it's going to be someone related to Lyanna Stark, or not Lyanna Stark, Lyanna Mormont, or Arya Stark. So we're going to get some more information. Okay, so all right, so this one's a little bit more spoilery, everyone, but it does talk about more like about. It doesn't say any like about anything about specific characters, but we're going to talk about this. So I'm going to screen cap this with everyone. I'm going to go to Watchers on the Wall here. Siege engines are deployed on Meg Harrimorn set for Game of Thrones Season 8 filming. So you can see a picture of Daenerys here, and you can see the catapult there. With Game of Thrones production returning from Easter break, we can now be sure, with the new Meg Harrimorn set still active, certain siege engines taking center stage. There's trebuchets and all that, and here's some pictures. So there's a siege engine there. It looks like I don't know if that's going to be for King's Landing or that's going to be in the north, but it definitely looks as if there's going to be like some big weapons for like war style weapons, like catapults and stuff like that, or scorpions. And it says, as it's been the case every single time at Meg Harrimorn Quarry, this was a night shoot. So these things are happening during the night. They're trying to do this to control the ambiance. They're trying to make it feel like the long night, and this basically says that you can't see a lot. So basically it says that the Unsullied might be there, and that this is all going on during the night. So very interesting. What do we think about that, people? Are we going to see some catapults, some scorpions and stuff like that? Are they going to create some weapons to try to deal with the mass numbers of the army of the dead? Or is this something different? Is this going to be like the Golden Company? Is this going to be Cersei and her forces? I'm really interested to see what everyone thinks about this one. Hey, what's up, Raised Alba? What's going on, my dude? Hey, Carol, nice to see you. Nice to see you. It's okay, Helen. It's okay, Helen. You donate quite a bit anyways. You can relax in the donations. And thanks again already to the two donations to Karen and Crips of Winterfell. Really, really appreciate that. That's going straight to my hotel and my flights. Trust me. Let's just say I'm getting a finger in the bum because of those prices. Finger in the bum. Theon versus Euron Civil War. Oh, Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin. Yeah, that could be really interesting. You know, because I think that. That's going to be is that going to be later on? Are Euron and Theon going to do battle earlier in the season? Because I think that Yara, I think she's going to have a little bit of a bigger part in season 8, because like we need to have someone ruling the Iron Islands. So a lot of people think obviously Theon's going to die. I think he's going to survive the whole series. You know, the idea of the cripples, bastards, and broken things surviving the series. Those 7 or 8 people that have had the toughest time in the Song of Ice and Fire. So it's going to be really interesting. Hey, Amy, nice to see you. Let's make Amy a moderator, too. Damn. I'm trying to make Amy a moderator, but you guys are moving it too fast. 1 second. There we go. Scott says catapult should shoot wildfire. Whoa. So you think that is, but shooting wildfire, Cersei against Jon's army? Or is this going to be Jon and them using wildfire against the White Walkers in the army of the dead? You didn't miss too much, Wonder Dog. We were just talking about the new character, Martha, who might be Wyla Manderly or Martha Glover. You got a glimpse of the booty. I did do a little booty shaking. Celt for life. We've not seen siege weapons in King's Landing or the North yet. So I think it'll be a new army like the Golden Company, or Mad Mel brings over a small army. Okay, that would be interesting. So you think that she maybe brings over the 1001 of the Fiery Hen from Volantis? That could be pretty interesting. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. Just some more shout outs in the chat. We got Wonder Dog, we got Chris, we got Angel Johnson, we got Raised Alba, of course. Scroll up a little bit. We got Celt for Life or Kelp for Life. We got Ashka. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. We got John Haymaker. Nice to see you. We got Amy. We got Wesley. What's going on, Wes? Nice to see you, man. Oh, Grady, you bought your. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Infinity War like 3 nights in a row. I'll be. By the way, me and Gemma are doing a podcast on We're doing our Citadel of Hype podcast tomorrow, everyone. It's going to be on Arya Stark. You know how we did this hero's journey for Jon Snow? We're doing the hero's journey, the 12 steps of the hero's monomyth, the Campbellian monomyth with Arya Stark tomorrow. So we're doing that. And then on Saturday, me and Gemma on this channel. So it's 3 days of streaming in a row. Today, tomorrow, and Saturday, we're doing a whole podcast, the origins of Thanos. And we're just going to talk about Thanos and the biggest villain in Marvel cinematic universe in history in the comics. So we're going to talk all about Thanos on Saturday if you guys are into Marvel. So yeah. The Second Sons in season 8. Okay, Jordy, that's a good guest too. That's a good guest. Guest? I said good guest. I'm thirsty. I'm talking fast. I'm thirsty. Thirsty for that hype, everyone. Have you guys enjoyed the Marvel video so far? I did the Captain Marvel one. I did the Captain Marvel one, talking about in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and talking about her origins and where her story might go. And I did the Captain America Nomad one. The next one I'm actually going to be releasing, I believe, was Saturday morning, right before our podcast, is going to be Thor and his new weapon. I'm going to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor in my next Marvel video. Close to my goal? Of what, Angel? Which goal? Hey, Travis, what's going on, my friend? What's up, Kyle? If you had your way, which Game of Thrones actor or actress would be your #1 choice to interview at the con? Well, Gendry just got so I'll spoil the news now since we got more people here. So Joe Dempsey is going to be going to Con of Thrones. Gendry, we're trying to get an interview with him. We do got the press. Me and George do got the press passes, so we're going to try to get an interview with him. James Cosmo, who plays Lord Commander Mormont, is also J.R. Mormont, the old bear. He's also going. So those two are pretty. I think I would probably say James Cosmo because he was in Braveheart and like Chronicles of Narnia and in all sorts of other projects. I'd be really interested in interviewing him. But they're not done announcing all the guests yet, I don't think. So I really don't know as far as that goes. But I know since we got the press passes that we are going to try to interview all of them. We got James Cosmo, Lord Commander J.R. Moore. Shay's going to be there. Gilly, really interested in talking to Gilly because she's connected with Sam, right? Ooh, that's a really hard one. Gendry's alive in season 8, though, so I'm going to have to say Gendry just because it was announced yesterday that he's going to have a really big role in Game of Thrones season 8. By the way, that's the next video I'm dropping tomorrow morning before our podcast. I'm going to talk about Gendry and Arya, Gendry and Valyrian Steel, and kind of where his story is going to be going. I got a Gendry video for you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to say Gendry, Joe Dempsey, just because he's probably the biggest main character that's left in the show that's going to be attending Con of Thrones, other than Gilly. So depending on if they get another big one, I'd probably say Gendry, Joe Dempsey. Here, I'll show you, Angel. We can, I can check my GoFundMe. I don't know. I don't know what I haven't checked. It's at 1,419 of 2,500. That's where we're at for that. So 1,419 of 2,500. Canadian, not American. It does convert to Canadian. Some people are a little surprised by that because some people are like, oh, I tried to donate more, but it takes it out Canadian. Yeah, it does kind of screw with that, but it's all good. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. Really, really, thank you so much. Well, the thing is, Pablo, we still got 46. We still got 46 days until Con of Thrones, right? And we got lots of time. Of course, as far as like all the other money I'll be using, like I get paid on the 21st. Oh my God, Angel, don't apologize. I appreciate anything at all. Even if it's not a donation, like you guys liking the video or commenting, that makes a difference. Trust me. So I get paid on YouTube on the 21st of April. I'm saving that whole paycheck with the exception of just paying my phone bill. That's going to be going all towards my hotel. Hotel is going to be about 10,000 to 1,200. It's American money, so I lose roughly 28 cents on the dollar, right? So I have to convert all my money to American. That's the only downside of all of it, right? Is that my Canadian money is a lot less US. So I get paid again on the 21st. So all of that I earned from this month, all the super chats and all the videos that you guys watch this month, all that goes into up until April 12th. The cutoff ends at April 12th, and then I get paid on the 21st. So all the stuff I earn until April 12th of this month goes into my paycheck for April 21st for Con of Thrones. That whole thing, except for $100 for my cell phone, is going straight to the con. Then I get paid on Patreon the 1st of next month, and that I won't be able to take because I get paid on Patreon on June 2nd or June 3rd from June, so I won't be able to use the June one. But my next Patreon, whatever I make from Patreon, depending on how many patrons we have, all of that is going to my return flight home. I still have to buy a return flight home, which is around $500, $600. So that is all going towards that. And then I will have another payment from YouTube right before Con of Thrones. So I'll be in Dallas on the 22nd of May. I'm going to be there a little bit early. I got to set up for me and Gemma and stuff like that. I'm going to be there first, and then I get paid just a few days again before Con of Thrones. So I got essentially 3 payments. I got my Patreon, one more Patreon payment, and then I got as well, I have my 2 more payments from YouTube. So I'm hoping that I make enough from that just to deal with the hotel and the flights and all that. Because I think I'll be able to handle it. But the GoFundMe helps. Like, I still got to eat and stuff down there, and I still got to, I want to get some cool stuff to do, giveaways and stuff for you guys and stuff like that. And obviously, I got to get new stuff for my camera. I got to get some extra batteries because carrying around 1 battery is just not going to work. But it'll all work out, guys. You guys donate through Super Chat. That goes in consideration too. And they do take about 30% from Super Chat, which kind of sucks, but everything is going to work out. We'll be fine. You guys have been super generous, by the way. Hey, watching and chatting while driving. You do, James, dust on the throne, everyone. You be safe while you're driving there, dude. You relax, man. We don't want you getting hurt while you're driving. Anyways, back to the conversation. Guys, we'll be fine for Con of Thrones. We're a little bit short of our Con of Thrones goal, but I'm sure you guys are all generous. We'll find a way to get there. We'll find a way to get there. If you do want to donate or become a patron, becoming a patron is super awesome too, like bonus content and stuff like that. That's why I always push that, because all of that goes towards Con of Thrones. But the links, if you guys want to help out, in the description of this video. You by no means necessarily have to donate or anything like that. I really just appreciate you guys watching no matter what. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to say though is when I get to Con of Thrones, they've adjusted the YouTube live streaming, how you can live stream, and I can go live from my phone now, really, really easy. So I got some special stuff planned for you. I'll probably walk around Con of Thrones and do a random live stream for like 5 minutes or 6 minutes, just walking around, so you guys that aren't at Con of Thrones, you guys can see what I'm doing and whatnot. And me and Gemma will be doing we will be doing a live stream the night before. We're going to do it around 4 or 5 p.m. over there because we're gonna go and see Han Solo together. We're going to go see the movie before that. We're going to do a live stream the night before the con, and we'll have plenty of live streams before then and time to raise money and stuff like that. But when I'm at Con of Thrones, I got this with me. I got this phone. This has an amazing camera on it. That's why I just got it. I just paid it off so I can take better videos for you guys at Con of Thrones. And then I also have Tripodric and the Pod's Eye coming with me. And George is also bringing his camera. So we're gonna have lots of footage for you guys. I'm gonna make and I was talking to the people who are putting on Con of Thrones, Mischief Management, and I let them know, I'm like, listen, I'm going to interview as many fans as I can. I'm going to record all the panels that me and Gemma are on. I'm going to get those special interviews with all the people that are James Cosmo, J.R. Mormont, Gendry, and we can get interviews. Last year, we got to interview everyone with the exception of Iwan Rayon, so we didn't get to interview him. But I'm going to get as much stuff as possible for you guys. Like, I'm just not going down there to go on panels and stuff. I'm going down there to get footage, guys. Like, I literally want to do this because there's going to be another Con of Thrones next year, probably for the prequels, and we want to go to, oh, geez. We got more donations. I'll get to those in a second. But I want to set us up to be able to do this, not just this year. I want us to be able to go to cons for the next 10 years. And I want to do this for a long time. So, and I know you guys who are fans of the show, if we get prequels, we get Game of Thrones movies, me and George are going to go to Comic-Con New York. We applied for press passes for that and Dragon Con. We're trying to go to a bunch of cons. So we're trying to grow this channel into something bigger. And we're getting into Marvel and Westworld and stuff like that. So I still haven't done a Westworld video. Don't worry, I'm going to do one this weekend. But yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. I think if we do this vlog properly, like I got my Mac, I got the new programs, and I think if I do a really nice vlog, not just one video, I'm going to do several videos, probably like a playlist of like 10 or 15 or something like that. Put all the panels on one, all the interviews on one. But yeah, that's what I want to do because I know how it feels to not be able to go to some of these events. Like my friends 5-10 years ago were asking me to go to Comic-Cons and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm poor, man. I can't go to these things. And then some of you were like, I can't go, Kyle, but I'm going to be looking through your lens. I'm like, that makes me so excited. The fact that I can give back the people that can't go. You guys don't even know how much that motivates me. Like guys, that makes me so hype and excited that I can do that for some of you that can't go. Like, you know what I mean? Because I got to experience that last year and it completely changed my life. Like I'm able to do YouTube now like this because of opportunities like that. So yeah, rant over. Sorry about that, guys. Holy crap. I know I went on for a long time. We got Karen on behalf of all those who would love to donate but can't, sharing the virtual love. Karen, you are so generous. My goodness, you're awesome. We got another donation, Moonlit Maiden, all the way from the Philippines. Your streams are always past 2 a.m. here, but I try to catch them. Love the Citadel of Hype podcast. Thank you so much for that. We gotta put some more people on the wall of hype. I want you guys to have a great time. Oh my God, donation train! You guys are nuts. Okay, so Karen, you want to nominate someone to go on the wall of hype, and we're gonna put Moonlit Maiden on the wall of hype right now too. Let's do that. Moonlit Maiden is going on. You know what? Angel's got to go on too. We got to put Angel on. Got to put Angel too. Angel and Moonlit Maiden. So yeah. By the way, when I hurt my back previously, I was never able to bend like that. I'm able to go to the gym and we're gonna put Moon. Oh my God, I suck. Is it Moonlight or Moonlit? I'm crazy. Oh my God, donation train, you guys are crazy. Moonlit Maiden. I'm screwing this up, guys. Moonlit, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm screwing up your thing here. Moonlit Maiden. Oh my goodness, how many more do we have? You guys are nuts. Papa Tab. We got Warg. Oh my God. Oregon Just Chris. Looking forward to seeing you at the con, brother. Man, I'm looking forward to see you too. Okay, we got to put Warg and Just Chris on there. Can you guys see this, by the way? I'm just going to adjust this. All right. Whoa. I'm going on my knees. We got Warg and Chris. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Kasha. You guys are nuts, man. That's an insane donation train. I think that's the biggest donation train that we've ever had on the channel. That's nuts. Oh, my goodness. I got chalk all over me. Try not to get it on my new bomber jacket. And shake that booty. You guys want me to shake that booty? All right. I'll be silly for a couple seconds. Oh, it's shaking. Okay, guys, I twerked live on air for you guys. All right. Is that an appropriate? I know we're probably losing viewers now, but oh my goodness. You guys are nuts, man. Who else would twerk on chat for you? Who else would twerk live on air for you guys, right? Like, I twerked it. I twerked it for you guys. I don't think I'm ever going to live that down, though. You guys, crazy. Thank you so much. That's like $200 in donations, and we're like 40 minutes through a stream. You guys are nuts. Oh. Now I'm thirsty from dancing. So we got some new additions to the Wall of Hype. We got Mia Ice and Fire. We got Warg is up there. Thank you so much. Angel, Moonlit Maiden. We got Chris. We got Papa Tab on there. We got Carol, Miss Gibb, Helen, Preston, Prince That Wasn't Promised, Carrie, Katrin, Livia, Nancy, Karen, Merritt, Catherine, and Emilio up there. All right. Karen nominate John Haymaker. We're going to put John Haymaker up there. I'm going to put John Haymaker up there too. Let's do that. John Haymaker up there. And we're going to put Tam up there. The Tamster. Let's put some more people up there. Got to put John Haymaker and Tam. Tam Hutchins and John Haymaker. How about that? Even if you don't make donations, everyone, you still get on the Wall of Hype. Hell yeah. It's not just about money here. I'm going to put Tam H. Booyakasha. And we got John H. Boom. That filled out quick. We had so many spots in the Wall of Hype earlier. Oh yeah. We're back. For my roommate, she loved that booty. All right. So we lost like 16 viewers. We're going to get back to a conversation, everyone. We got a little silly there for a little bit. Merit of Abydos. Oh, my goodness. You guys are nuts. That is like seriously the craziest donation stream. We're going to get back to some Game of Thrones Season 8 news. Thank you, John. So we got Merritt, Jonathan. We got Just Chris. We got Papa Tab, Karen. We got Crips of Winterfell. We got Angel. Oh, my goodness. I can't remember. What else did we put up there? Warg, got, I don't know, a Papa Tab. There was a bunch of you. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to get back to Game of Thrones Season 8 filming news, all right? So let's adjust this here. Jude, thank you so much. Another donation, Jude. Oh, my goodness. Let's put Jude on the Wall of Hype. Let's just do it. Jude and Michael Palmer. Oh, my God. You guys are nuts. Michael's already been honored a couple times, but we'll put Jude on there. Jude, you're going up in the green. Oh, frick's sakes. Try not to. I have a swear jar. I'm trying not to swear. All right. Now let's get back to our discussion because I think the donation train is just taking over the stream and we haven't really talked about anything for the past few minutes here. People are going to come back and watch the stream and be like, what the hell is going on? Michael Palmer, thanks, my dude. Thanks, my dude. Really appreciate that. Can you guys still hear me? I hope so. Okay, but anyways, we're going to go back to some Game of Thrones Season 8. We talked about the siege engines. We weren't sure if that's going to be the Golden Company or if that's going to be Jon or Cersei. We don't know if it's going to be Wildfire. Could be Daenerys and the Unsullied. We're going to go to this. We're going to talk about Gendry. This is some pretty big news. And we're going to screen cap this. We're going to screen cap this, and we're going to talk about this for a few minutes. Gendry to have a big part in Game of Thrones Season 8, everyone, actor Joe Dempsey reveals. So he had an interview. Dempsey has been filming a fair bit, and everyone will be surprised, he says. The big actors for Game of Thrones have been saying that it's going to be a crazy ending for Game of Thrones. Prince That Wasn't Promised, man. You got to make a donation, too. Thank you so much. But basically, he said in an interview, I'm aware that David Benioff and Dan Weiss have 1,000,001 things that they need to think about when they're putting the story arcs together, he said. It was one of the reasons why I never took for granted returning to the show at all. It never really lets up the pressure to keep your mouth shut when it comes to anything to do with Game of Thrones, he said. But he basically says that he's been filming a lot, and he's going to have a big role in Game of Thrones season 8. And that's really interesting because I think that, you know, a lot of people think that he's going to take over House Baratheon. And I think that that's going to be a really, really interesting thing that we have to look at. You know, is Gendry going to be more part of the blacksmith part of the storyline? Because we know that he is like literally the only character that is described as a blacksmith other than Tobo Mott in the books. And in the show, it's kind of, they get a Cohoric Smith. Tywin gets a Cohoric Smith. So it's really interesting, and I think that his role last season was downplayed a little bit, but he had a really interesting interaction with Jon Snow. We saw kind of like the same kind of interaction with Ned and Robert, so they might be hinting at that might be a thing in the future. Like they might legitimize Gendry or something like that, because he's one of those cripples, bastards, and broken things, right? Like he thought he was a bastard. Well, he is apparently a bastard, and some people think he's Cersei's trueborn child with Robert. And there's that. I don't know if I believe that, but I think that this is really interesting news. And I think the fact that Daenerys, the fact that she's in Winterfell with her dragons, you know, dragons are a super interesting factor when it comes to making Valyrian steel and weapons like that. So Dragonfire, I don't know if they're going to use that magical element. If Samwell and Gendry are going to get together and they're going to learn how to make specific weapons, because we know that, you know, we have Bran who can kind of go back in time and look at what's going on. We have Samwell who has all the information from the Citadel that he took. We don't know if he took any specific books or anything like that. So I think it's really interesting that really interesting to think that Gendry's going to have a huge part, and he's coming to Con of Thrones. So everyone, we're going to have to think of an amazing question to ask him when he goes to Con of Thrones, because we're going to get to meet him, which is absolutely insane. So, yeah, I'm really, really excited for that. And we got more donations. All of you are crazy. I have to literally scroll. Tam, thank you for the donation. Prince, that wasn't promised. Tina, Sarah, thank you so much. Oh my God. Crips of Winterfell, thank you so much. Donation train. 2 donations to the donation train. That's Crips has donated like $80 today. Dude, thank you so much. Travis, got another donation here. Nomad will donate 2 chickens. You know what? Nomad, you're going on the wall of hype just for that. And we'll talk about Gendry just in a second after we put Nomad on the wall of hype. That was a hilarious comment. I'll take your 2 chickens, man. I need to get my protein on me. Nomad is going on the wall of hype. I accept your 2 chickens, Nomad. I accept. Anyone that wants to donate delicious things, let me know. Oh, we got all our Funko Pops chilling on the bed of hype, everyone. You know, had to try to make some sort of cool setup in the background. We're actually getting a banner for the back wall of the new Azor Hype logo. But yeah, everyone, Gendry is going to play a huge role in Game of Thrones Season 8. We obviously have him and Arya reuniting. That's something that we didn't talk about. We have him and Davos getting back together again and having that interesting interaction. He has the hammer. He was doing some running, and he might not be the greatest fighter, but still, they still need fighters. So I think it's really, really interesting to see where they're going to go with that. Are you not entertained? Guys, that's like $300 in donations today. You guys are nuts. You know that? Nuts. Show mine? Yeah, Gendry can run, right? Gendry can run. Travis has a question. We're going to honor his donation here. If the show could revisit a past location or new location, which would you like to see in season 8? Well, since we're talking about Gendry, could we see Storm's End? We got to talk about the magic with Bran the Builder, right? Like he made these magical castles, apparently. And could that be something where the Storm of the Night King ends? Like they even go that far south, or like that's part of the way. That's part of their stop on their way to King's Landing or something like that. Could we see Storm's End? Maybe we could. I mean, Bronn might get his castle. That'd be interesting if Bronn got it, you know, and Gendry didn't survive or something like that. Gendry's story could have parallels to Orys Baratheon's story. Yep, that's a great point as well. Yeah. But I think his storyline is mostly going to have to do with Valyrian steel. He's going to interact with Samwell. He's going to help make weapons. Like they need weapons for the War for Dawn, right? Like they really need that. Yeah, and like the way he stood up to Jon, like you know what I mean? Like they stood up to each other. They seem like they're like he's another courageous. Like I mean, he left King's Landing in a snap with Davos. Like he was ready to just take on another life, right? I'm not sure if that whole lawless thing is going to go on Newt. Remember, Jaime took him away from that. He said he'll get you a bigger castle. I don't think Bron's with lawless anymore. And gravy, can't forget the gravy. Pie made for vegans. Yeah, I've been eating vegetarian. How many times a week? I've been doing that 3 or 4 times. I'm slimmed down. I feel, you know, honestly, I've been sleeping better. I've been doing the shakes in the morning. I do a vegan shake in the morning, usually with a banana. I do some almond milk or skim milk, and then I usually have the vegan pea protein is vanilla tasting. It's really good. And I usually like throw black cherries, like frozen black cherries, or I throw like frozen kale, black cherry, spinach in there, or like strawberries and blueberries. That's really good too. I love my smoothies. Yeah, I feel like I'm feeling healthy. You know what I mean? And I've really cut back on the drinking. I don't eat I haven't been eating a lot of gluten, a lot of bread. So I feel lighter. You know what I mean? That's funny how that works, right? You eat things that are in composition good for you, like bright green colored, bright peppers, bright red colors, garlic, ginger, herbs, stuff like that. I've been making like lots of soups and stuff like that. I'm making this turkey soup. We roasted a turkey over the weekend. We took all the bones and we're boiling that down and making a nice soup with like carrots and sweet potato and stuff like that. But yeah, so Gendry is going to have a huge part in Game of Thrones Season 8, everyone. That's the video I'm going to be working on next. Really excited to be talking about that. Gendry is just a really interesting character overall. I'm going to talk a little bit about where it might go in the books as well. And I think that, since he's going to Con of Thrones now, he was literally just announced going to Con of Thrones yesterday. That's the one interview, I think, him and James Cosmo that we're really, really excited about. Lord J.R. Mormont. Shay is going as well. Gilly is going as well. So there's a lot of stuff that we're trying to get for you guys at Con of Thrones. And for all of those that can't be going, I'm going to be recording it with Tripodric in the pod's eye, and I got my cell phone on me with a really good camera too. So we're gonna be recording all of that, and I'm really excited to go interview him. So yeah, that's the biggest news as far as Game of Thrones Season 8 filming stuff goes lately. There hasn't been too much more than that. Are they making a new beer? They made a new Omnigang Brewery beer for Cersei, Queen Cersei limited beer they're making. Game of Thrones Season 1 is coming to 4K Ultra HD disc this summer. I've also been working on The Unraveling. That's something that I've been working on, everyone. The Unraveling Game of Thrones Season 1. I'm still working on my Episode 1 video. I'm going to be re-reviewing every single episode of Game of Thrones. So that's going to be a thing. Oh my God, everyone. We just had a $100 donation to the GoFundMe from Helen. Make gin great again in the chat. Oh my God. We gotta adjust. We gotta adjust the GoFundMe. We have to. All right, we gotta adjust it. Whew! $100 donation. That's hype. It's always, I get a workout from this too. Scrubbing this wall down. Woo! Woo-hee! Wow. You guys are nuts today. You guys are nuts. The hype is real. Everybody show some love for Helen. Make gin great again in the chat. I call her my sugar sister. I started calling her sugar mama, but then she's like, I'm not that old. And I'm like, well, Let's make Kyle as strong as Bobby B. Carrot. You know what's crazy is I actually have another wall of hype. That the people that sent me the wall of hype, by the way, everyone, we're going to do a little collaboration with them. Righty Board. They're owned by Mark Cuban, who owns the Dallas Mavericks. But they sent me an extra one by accident, and they let me keep it because they said just posting it back, like sending it back to them, would just cost them too much. So at some point, I might put another wall of hype up in this room or something. I don't know. I might keep one just for Patreon and like one for donations or something like that. I don't know where else I would really put it, though. I mean, I can put another one like vertically, like over here. But then I have to like reach over and my Mac is here. I don't know. But I got another wall of hype. It's literally sitting down right down there. See? The Righty Board? I have another one down there. That's what it is. So yeah. I literally have another wall of hype. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it. And they're worth like, I paid $220 for mine or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, but after Con of Thrones, after Con of Thrones ends, so after Con of Thrones ends for the wall of hype, you know what we'll do is we'll do Patreon and we'll do super chats. We'll do a whole side for super chats. But we are going to try to go to New York Comic Con and Dragon Con. So we might need to do another GoFundMe, man, because like going to 2 more conventions. We're trying to go to 2 more, like Dragon Con is in Atlanta and New York Comic Con. We're trying to get passes for those. Last year, actually, believe it or not, we were going to Dragon Con, okay? And I had an interview with Lena Headey. I booked me and George had booked our flights and hotel, and she had canceled 3 hours later after we booked everything. No joke. We had an interview exclusive with Lena Headey and Watchers on the Wall. They were the ones that allowed us to help us get the press passes, and they were going to post it on Watchers on the Wall. And she canceled. So that's why Con of Thrones that's why I'm so excited about Con of Thrones, everyone, because like, and you know what too? Carice Van Houten canceled for Con of Thrones last year, 4 days before Con of Thrones, and we had an exclusive interview with her. And my channel name is Azora Hype. Imagine if she said, I see it in the flames. You are Azora Hype, the one that was promised. Like, ugh. Like, you know how, like, I could have like recorded that, clipped that, and put that in my like YouTube intro or something like that. You know what I mean? I was so bummed out about that one. Oh, but yeah. I don't know. Just yeah. And we're close to 20,000 subscribers. I think we're at 250 now. So we're about 750 away from 20,000 subscribers. Also, next weekend, everyone, announcement, we're going to be doing the 2-year anniversary of the channel. So I started this channel 2 years ago. I didn't know what I was doing for the first year or so. I just did it for fun because my back was hurt. And then I realized that I could start to grow this into something that was potentially, I could do this as a job maybe. And April 15th, the Sunday, April 15th, we will be doing a 2-year celebration of me on YouTube. And we're going to have special guests. We're going to have some special guests. Gemma's going to be joining us. We're going to have some more special guests popping in and out. And it's going to be a big celebration. We're going to be having some drinks live on stream. Going to have some like wine or some beer and stuff like that. I'm going to have a cheat day. And then we're going to have some snacks and stuff. And everybody can like hang out. We're going to have a fun chat. We're going to talk about Gemma's journey on YouTube, my journey on YouTube, how we all got together to meet. We're going to have like story time. And yeah, we're going to do our 2-year celebration on YouTube. Is that next weekend? That is, so that'll be next Sunday. We're going to do our 2-year celebration on YouTube. And hopefully we'll have, a bunch more years on YouTube doing this. If YouTube continues to allow us to operate and do that kind of thing, and we continue to grow the channel and have success, and that'll be a thing that we can continue. But yeah, that's going to be a thing that we're doing next week. Also tomorrow we have the Citadel of Hype podcast, everyone. We are going to be covering Arya Stark's hero's journey. So that's going to be the podcast that we're doing tomorrow. So if you want to come check that out, that is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I actually already set up the link for that. So if you go to my channel, the link to my channel, YouTube @AzorahHype, you'll see the links already set up for tomorrow. If you guys want to come hang out, you guys can hang out in the live chat after this live chat ends, and you guys can chat if you want. I know some of you like to chat after and whatnot, so you guys are more than welcome to go hang out in the live chat for tomorrow and hang out and talk about Arya and all about her storyline and stuff like that if you want. And then on Saturday, me and Gemma are doing a Marvel podcast, and we're going to be recording our predictions after the podcast for each character for Avengers Infinity War. So I got I got 12 characters. She's got 12 characters, and we're each going to give our predictions for these characters. We split them up equally. We kind of had like a little draft. I got Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. I got Thor. Who else do I got? I got Captain Marvel. It was pretty equal. I think I got Iron Man too. And Gemma has Captain America, the Hulk. She has a bunch of other ones too. So but our podcast on Saturday is actually just going to be about Thanos, and we're going to talk about the Mad Titan Thanos and his origins and stuff like that. So that's going to be really fun. I am going to pick up Westworld, guys. I'm just like so behind. I wish I do look back at the chats. Art Girl, yep. Wonder Dog. I'm trying to catch up, right? Because I've been doing the past 2 days, I've done a video on Marvel and Game of Thrones, and it's like, how many hours do I have in a day to do this? So this weekend, Saturday, I'm taking off Saturday, I believe. I might upload a video early Saturday morning, but other than Saturday, other than the podcast, maybe I'll take Sunday off because I usually have a stream on Sunday. I'm not sure, but I still have to watch Westworld. I'm still behind. I still have to watch the whole season, and I want to watch the original movie too. And I do want to take a look at Westworld. So if I enjoy it enough, I do want to get into Westworld and start reviewing it because it comes out really soon. And I do want to kind of expand the channel because you guys know that I've been doing Marvel and Game of Thrones. So I'm definitely going to be continuing with Marvel. We're going to review Avengers Infinity War, and I'm going to do at least 3 Marvel videos a week I'm aiming for, because I want Game of Thrones still to be my main focus, right? Because that's how you guys come to watch mainly Game of Thrones, right? And I want to make sure that I'm honoring that. But yeah, I'm going to try as much as I can to see if I can get into Westworld, but my schedule is like super packed, right? Like I'm trying to get in shape too. And the Con of Thrones stuff has been, it's leading up to Con of Thrones. We're like trying to get organized for that and stuff. So we're trying to figure out what we're gonna talk about on our panels and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I'm not making any promises on Westworld, but if I do get into Westworld, my goal is to do an after show right after the episode airs and kind of do like an after show or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna watch Westworld this weekend. I promised myself that I would finally binge watch it and kind of try to understand it and everything. But like I said, it's like getting into it is like hard, right? Like making the time for everything is definitely really hard to get into everything when I have that much on my plate, right? So I got to make sure I'm using my time wisely, right? Because I have to make sure I'm replying to all your comments in the comment sections on my videos. I got Twitter, I got Facebook, then I got I have to eat and sleep too. I have to make sure I eat and sleep too. I think I'll like Westworld though. I watched the first episode and I definitely enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. I was like super tired when I watched it, so I gotta watch it when I'm like awake. But Game of Thrones is always gonna be first on the channel, everyone. Con of Thrones is my main focus with Game of Thrones right now. After that, we'll see. Like I said, I want to go to Comic-Con New York and Dragon Con. Me and George are gonna try to do that. And thank you so much for the donation, Helen. Thank you. My sugar sister. Really appreciate that. But yeah, so we're gonna see how far we can take it, but who knows? We'll try our best to make it work. You know what I mean? And like I said, I give like, this is my life, guys. Like I can't stress enough. I try to reply to as many of you as I can. I've been super busy lately, like I said, because of Con of Thrones and everything else that's been going on. But I feel like I'm getting better at it. It's still a learning. It's still a process. It's like learning all of these new things, right? I'm still very new to this. Still learning how to manage my schedule properly and all of that. I want to be a sugar baby girl. Hey, what's up, Marta? Nice to see you. But what we're going to do for the rest of the stream, everyone, I got another 15 minutes before I got to go make some dinner and do that and clean up a little bit. So what I'll do is I'm going to open up to you guys in the chat for some questions, and we'll finish up the stream with a nice little Q&A here. Game of Thrones. Let's focus on Game of Thrones season 8. Let's ask some questions on that and kind of go there. I think I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, right? Like the channel is growing. I'm really, really happy. Like the thing I'm most proud about is the connection I've made with you guys. Honestly, like so I chat with so many of you. I chat with as many of you as I can in my private time to try to get to know you guys. And you know, like I've gotten to know like Katrin a little bit. I've gotten to know Karen. I've had some conversation with Karen. I've gotten to chat with Wonder Dog in the chat, Catherine. I've got to chat with a bunch of you and getting to know you guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been awesome. I guess if this is where it's going, like if I'm going to be continued to become more busy, then I'm really excited. But I'll probably have to look at getting some help with the channel. You know what I mean? I have spoken about on my Patreon, talking about adding some more members to Team Azora Hype. You know, talking about that a little bit. You know, George has been helping me out with my Marvel videos. George, if there's a Marvel expert, there's George. Like he's been like super helpful with the Marvel videos. So credits to George. Shout out to you, my man. Really, really appreciate that. But I'm thinking about adding a couple of members to the team Team Azora Hype that might be able to help me out a little bit. Because right now it's basically just me and Gemma, and then George is trying to help out as much as he can as well with Con of Thrones and with that. So there's the three of us, and then of course, you know, I have to do all my own video editing and do most of my script writing. George has been helping out with some of the facts for Marvels and stuff like that. But yeah, my throat is a little bit sore today. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired. Say hi to your mom. Sorry. Chelly, thank you. Yeah, I will say hi to my mom. How's Proud? Do you think the Night King will go to King's Landing or fall at Winterfell? He's definitely going to King's Landing. He's definitely going to King's Landing. Thanks, Crips, for that donation. Get that donation hype train going, everyone. You know what we're gonna do is, since Crips has been showing that, we'll do a little screen cap to show you guys know where you can find all the information to support the channel. I'm just going to show you guys. If you guys go to the description of this video, you can go click on Patreon here and open that up. And then there's the link to the GoFundMe. Also, there's Azora Hype t-shirts, pillows, and merch, everyone. We're going to open that up. We'll let this load for a couple seconds. See, we have the Azora Hype Patreon. If you go down, you can pledge $1 or you can pledge $2. And each tier has early access to videos. I do early script access, all sorts of stuff, and it goes all the way up. There's, you know, the winter special, Sir Davos fermented crab, the Torment Giant's Bane chicken sandwich, the Sir Fenturf burger. There's all sorts of, you know, hot pies, direwolf bread. But anyways, you can kind of see some of the posts that I'm doing on Patreon here, right? And there's extra content. I do bonus content for Patreon, so you guys can check that out. Patreon at Azora Hype. We're going to close that. Then we have the GoFundMe here, guys, where you can make a donation, and I do like little updates, and you know, I talk about how I'm going to do live vlogs and all the stuff that I'm going to be doing. So if you donate, you know, there's obviously perks and shout outs and stuff like that. And then obviously here's my online store for merch. We have all the Azora Hypes. We got Azora Hype pillows and Azora Hype shirts and mugs and all that. Those are all ways that you can help out the channel, everyone. So yeah, thank you so much for that. All of you can find that in the description of the video. Thanks again, Crips, for those donations. And Preston, what did you say in your last comment, Preston? Hey, bro, thoughts on similarities between Theon Greyjoy and Theon Stark, in addition to the moment Jod had with Theon in the show that says he doesn't have to choose? Yeah, I think that's going to be an allusion to what's going to happen with Jon later, Preston, because I think Jon is going to have that, you know, he's always been so conflicted as a character. I think that he's going to have that issue. He's going to have that issue with not knowing that he was this person all along, right? That identity crisis. So I think that Theon, especially if you go look at the world of Ice and Fire, look up Theon the Latecomer. The same thing happened at the Kingsmoot when one of his family members tried to it was Torgon the Latecomer. Sorry, Torgon the Latecomer. My apologies. And the same thing happened at the Kingsmoot when, Euron happened, and he tried to basically, take over the Iron Island. So I think that Theon is going to end up killing Euron, and I think that he's going to be one of the people that survive the story, actually, Preston. That's one of my predictions anyways. Thanks again for those donations, Preston and Crips. Really appreciate that, guys. Oh, yeah. Income tax deadline in the U.S. Great anniversary date, Dust. Yeah, I did mine. But I didn't make enough to get any back or anything like that, right? I don't know. All questions are welcomed. All questions are welcome, Trisha. Yep. Donation train keeps on rolling. Yeah, I think we have the best community here, guys. Like, nothing against anyone else, but it's just because I'm biased towards you guys. Like, you guys are just insanely awesome, I think. But I think I'm pretty awesome too. You know what I mean? I think, not to toot my own horn, but yeah. And I just had deja vu about saying that. Weird. My brain is all messed up. Who will kill Theon? I don't think anybody's going to kill Theon, Chris. I think he's going to survive the whole story, man. Travis says, on the show, there is a scene where Jojen has fire come out of his hand. How did he do that? He had the green sight, right? So I think that kind of bled into his real life instead of keeping it separate from all the visions that so Bran has to enter a vision to see everything, right? But like for Jojen, it was like in his real life instead of being separate. That's and so the more he had them, the more his life became that. That makes any sense. Hey, Jennifer, thank you for that donation. Really, really appreciate that. Jennifer, we're gonna put you on the wall of hype, all right? What's that, Dust? Been out and about, went to State of Recharge. I'll tell you all about it very soon. Thanks for asking. Yeah, well, you know what, James, I'd love to have you on the channel again, man. I'm going to put Jennifer on the wall of hype here. Let's put Crips on here. And Jennifer. All right. You guys surprised me today. Like, I never try to expect anything, but you guys are like just insane today. And by the way, it is James's birthday on the Sunday at that Con of Thrones. James, we gotta have a couple beers together, my man. Me, you know what? We're gonna interview James and hang out with James at Con of Thrones. We gotta get a little hype and love for James, man. James is a tie-dyed teddy bear. How's tie-dyus? Let's call our banners, everyone. Eagle Tattoo, what do you think that is? I don't think there actually is an agreement between Tyrion and Cersei. Actually, the agreement could be that if Cersei has a child, that Tyrion would take care of it and carry on the Lannister line. Because I think Tyrion's going to be the last Lannister alive, if he is a Lannister after all. Who is the funniest Game of Thrones character? Ooh, that's got to be Sandor or Tormund. It's got to be Tormund or Sandor. Or maybe Tyrion. Those are the three funniest. Try to donate $5. I got your $1.99 donation in Super Chat. Oh, and we got Rebecca, who donated $5 in the GoFundMe. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. We got another donation from Rebecca. I don't think Sansa will marry again either. I think Cersei could lose that child too, yeah. Like Daenerys has the child. Like, you know how there's the opposites of ice and fire? Daenerys has the child and Cersei loses the child. There's always the life and death scenario in Game of Thrones in A Song of Ice and Fire. There's that. Hey, Jennifer, thank you so much for that donation. Jesus, this is the most insane donation train today, guys. I think there's been over $300 in donations today. Like, there must be. That's insane. They do take 30%, but still, like, it's all US and like euro. Like, that converts into Canadian money, and it's amazing. So, you guys are nuts. Braun. Yeah, how can I forget about Braun? Braun is super funny too. Theon will die heroically saving Asha from Euron. I think it's actually, I think that Asha could die and Theon could survive Eduardo. Because you think about it, like Theon would be one of the most obvious characters to sacrifice himself, but like I think that he has to live on knowing that after what Jon told him, like he could completely change the landscape of the Iron Islands, right? Like he could, all the reaving can stop, and he could make it more like the Starks of the North because Jon said he is part Stark, and Ned did raise part of him, you know, like part of his life he was raised by Ned. So I think that kind of scenario could go down with Theon, actually. I think Theon's going to become king of the Iron Islands. Yeah, and I think if you think about it, Asha can reproduce, but she won't be able to speak. She'll have her tongue cut out, and Theon won't. So Theon won't be able to reproduce, and he'll be able to speak, and Asha won't be able to speak, but she'll be able to reproduce. Does that make any sense to you guys? And she'll be able to carry on the Greyjoy line. I think that's how they're going to go with it, because like. Think of it. There's always this balance in the Song of Ice and Fire. It's all about opposites, right? I think that's just going to happen. Euron was funny when he trolled Jaime. I do agree with that. Everyone, I'll tell you what. We're at 116 patrons right now. There's 46 days until Con of Thrones. All right. So what I will do is I will say this. I'm going to do something super special for everyone that donated all through Patreon and the GoFundMe. I'm going to do a special video with Gemma. We're going to do a special video for you guys, only for patrons and people that donate to the GoFundMe. And as well, what I want to do is if we make it to 100, we're 116 patrons. If we get 34 more patrons before Con of Thrones, I will do a live recording video of me twerking at Con of Thrones. No joke. So if we get 34 more patrons before Con of Thrones, I will do a twerking video at Con of Thrones. I promise you guys. See this? I promise you guys on stream. I promise you guys. So if we get 34 more patrons before Con of Thrones, if we make it to 150, I will do a twerking video at Con of Thrones. No joke. So the link to the Patreon is in the description of this video. If you guys want to see a twerking video, telling you guys, I will do that. Promise. Okay. I think that Theon's going to have a huge role in Game of Thrones season 8. I think there actually could be a 3-way battle in King's Landing. Theon versus Euron, so like the Battle of the Blackwater 2.0. Then we got Cersei and the Valancourt thing going down, and I think that Jon and Dany and the Dance of Dragons 2.0. So Battle of Blackwater 2.0, Dance of Dragons 2.0, and then the Battle for the Iron Throne 2.0. You know what I mean? All happening at once. I think that's going to happen. How badass would that be, though? Wonder Girl, $10 donation. Oh my God. How many donations have we had today? I'm going to have to count later in Super Chat. Like after the video is over, I'm going to have to count. I think it's like we've had 20 donations today. It's been insane. I will become a patron to not to see anyone twerk. I get it, work. Not everyone wants to see it. Is that supposed to encourage us? Yes, it is. I have a nice booty. Clegane. Yep, Clegane. Clegane Bowl, Valancourt stuff. The Cersei, Mad Queen Cersei thing. And then we got, Army of the Dead, Daenerys, Jon, Dragon Battle thingy, yes. And then we also have Battle of Blackwater 2.0. I think it probably all won't happen at once, right? But a man can dream. A man must hype. A man must hype. What is hype? May never die. I hype, and I know things. Hype is coming. $9.99 and 666 upside down. John. Theon's got bastards out there. Yeah, he could have it with my brain isn't working right now. I was so busy laughing about it. The pirate's daughter, the shipwright's daughter. Oh my God. I don't know why my brain isn't working. Sherry wants to see me twerk. So what I'm going to do, everyone, I think that's going to do it for our stream today, everyone. I had a lot of fun. I got to go get something to eat. I got to go make that shake. I got to go it's actually sunny outside today. It's been brutal weather lately. We've had like winter storms for 3 days straight. So I got the boat captain's daughter. Yeah, the captain's daughter, my bad. So that's where the stream's going to end today, everyone. Thank you so much. So much. Insane amount of donations today. You guys are nuts. Don't forget to come hang out tomorrow. I already set the link to the stream for you guys. So if you guys want to continue chatting, I know all of you guys like to chat in the live chat like this. All of you guys can go. You know what I'll go do is I'll go get the link to that right now for you guys before we go. I'm doing a Davos video, by the way, in the next little bit too. I'm going to go get the link for you guys. So all you guys can go hang. If you guys want to continue to chat, I still got to go do stuff, but you guys can go. Chill out there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Like I said, I got to go cook and clean and do all of that. My mom's having problem with her hands, so I've been doing that. And yeah, so what I'll do is I'll set up the live stream link for that. And oh, we got another donation for the GoFundMe. You guys are crazy. Becky donated the $10. Oh, thank you so much. But I'm gonna go set that up for you guys so you guys can go chill out in the chat and enjoy that. And yeah, and then you guys can go hang out and relax. And then tomorrow, like I said, we have the video with Gemma tomorrow, the Citadel of Hype podcast. We're going to be talking about Arya's hero's journey, and that's going to be really awesome. We're really excited about that. And then, of course, yeah, like I said, Saturday, we're going to have the Thanos podcast, and then there's going to be more videos. I have a Thor video coming out, and then I also have a Gendry video coming out. So thanks again, everyone, so much for watching today. I really appreciate all the love from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Hype and love.